Hello, my name's Rupert Novis. I've been a trustee of the Royal Humane Society for 15 years. The Society awards people who put their own lives at risk to save others. This is our 250th anniversary, and we are reading 250 stories of the fantastic brave cases over that time. Today's story is from the turn of the century in 1800, 224 years ago. The preamble reads, admiring the preeminent services of Mr. Honey, the medallion of the Humane Society has been presented as a permanent memorial that he has rendered important benefits to his fellow creatures and to his country. There's then an extract from a poem, A Tempest at Sea. When furious tempests raise the dashing wave, all ye who harbour safely on the land, remember those who now the tempest brave, and lend, oh lend, the friendly helping hand. So the citation reads as follows. Mr. John Honey, student of divinity, singular instance of intrepidity. The janitor of Macduff was driven onto the sands of St. Andrews. The crew, although every possible attempt had been made by the magistrates and inhabitants to save them, must inevitably have perished had it not been for the determined and active exertions of Mr. John Honey, who, unintimidated by seeing the several men almost drowned in the attempt, went into the sea and, at imminent hazard to his own life, brought the crew into safety to the shore. The Janet a total wreck, and none of the cargo saved, it was with pleasure we added that the magistrates of St. Andrews, at an elegant supper given by them to Mr. Honey, presented him with a hereditary burgess and guild ticket, to which the following address was annexed. This was given by Cathcart Dempster, Dean of the Guild, to Mr. Honey on receiving his medal. This hereditary ticket I have the honour of presenting to you in the absence of the Right Honourable the Earl of Kelly, Lord Provost of this city, which is the only gift that this corporation can bestow to your wonderful and unexpected exertions in rescuing from the jaws of death the master and 4 seamen of the sloop of the Janet of Macduff, wrecked in the east sands of St. Andrews, and who, but for your humane and unparalleled exertions at this imminent hazard to your own life, must have inevitably perished. There's then a record of a letter from Lord Kelly to Robert Cowie. My dear sir, permit me to refer you to the Edinburgh Mercury, where you will find an important paragraph from the town of St. Andrews, mentioning the great exertion of Mr. John Honey in saving the lives of the master and crew of a sloop wrecked there in the dreadful storm of the 2nd and 3rd of January. The real fact is that this crew was considered by a great number on the beach as lost, without any possibility of saving them, when then this young man, with the utmost hazard to his life, dashed into the waves, and after very many surprising exertions, brought the crew on shore one by one, 5 in number. After risking his one life, he was so exhausted with fatigue that he was obliged to be carried up the sand away from the sea. What I now have to request to you, my dear friend, is that you will be so good as to have this matter represented to the Humane Society and get them to make some honorary mention of Mr. Honey, which at a future period may be of service to him as he is intended for the Church. Your sincere friend, Kelly. Dr. Dawes, before Lord Kelly's letter arrived, had proposed to the managers that Mr. Honey had justly merited the highest of honour from the Royal Humane Society could possibly confer. The honorary medallion was unanimously voted as a permanent memory of Mr. Honey's philanthropy. It affords the Doctor great pleasure to add that some London merchants have likewise subscribed in order to present Mr. Honey with a silver cup on which his glorious conduct will be inscribed. And the final extract from this particular case is from John Honey, with a letter of thanks. Sir, I beg you to leave the return of my acknowledgements for the honour which the Humane Society has brought proper confer upon me. The pleasure of contributing to the safety of useful lives I should always have considered as a sufficient reward for any of my exertions in my power. The attention with which the Society and individuals are pleased to honour me has been truly gratifying. The kindness of the Humane Society on this occasion has been so much greater than I had any reason to expect, that I feel myself unable to express the high sense which I entertain of their favour. Yours sincerely, John Honey. A great story of a very brave man and modest man rescuing 5 lives. Thank you for listening. Please do visit our website to see more about the Royal Humane Society and support our 250th anniversary.